But what will Fanta do? And this should be provisional pole, but by how much? How quick has the Alpine gone? We'll find out now. Here comes Fanta to cross the line, and he goes with a 10.7. That's the best he can do. I'm going to look behind. His next up is going to be Walker. Can Ferrari contend? And he can't. He must have made a mistake. He's down in 7th. In 9th, I should say. Deltic goes even quicker. Where is Blake? And he's the man that's going to be challenging for it. Hugging the inside line. Can the McLaren challenge the Williams and the Alpine? And he can. And he goes quicker with a 9.8. Lasserdon goes even quicker. And the V-Carb is going to be right at the top. As Ozzes goes up to P5. Nick Furyman P6. Where can Throne go? And he goes P4. McLaren are in a great spot. It's going to be V-Carb, Alpine, McLaren. It's a V-Carb 1-2 with Zora, who goes up to the quickest with a 9.3. What a terrific lap by the V-Carbs. It's light set of the drivers here in Brazil for the second time in XRS. It's a V-Carb 1-2. The lights are out. We are racing in Brazil, and good start by Lasserdon. He's going to have a run on his teammate going towards turn 1. What a great start by Panda. He's going to try to stick his nose down the inside of the first one. Down the inside of the V-Cup, he goes, bit of contact, bit of wheel banging. Lasserdon takes the lead. Zora dives down the inside of turn 2. He does hold on. It's going to be Lasserdon, Zora. Then it's going to be Panda. Fister getting past Blake around the outside of turn 3 there. But I think Blake's going to hold on. They're going to be a drag race down towards turn 4. He's going to lose out that one. It's going to be V-Carb. Then Alpine. Was a mistake there by Dondo. That's allowed Ozzes to get around the outside, and I think he might have allowed his teammate as well, because he's not going to get DRS. Oh, he does get DRS. What is the order going to be at the end of this straight? I think there is Fanta trying to get involved. 1, 2, 3 abreast. Fanta's going to try and get down the inside. How late on the brakes will he be? We're going to find out. Down the inside goes Fanta. He's misjudged it. And he's clawed it into the back of a Mercedes, I should say. And that is going to be a for sure 10-second penalty coming to the end of his feature race. A really poor mistake by Fanta, who tried to get down the inside. Just went a bit too heavy and make his way up another position. There's Blake, who gets past Fister up at the front. Oh, and very big defence there by Zimonex, pushing him all the way to the wall. Brown is going to try and get around the outside, very close to the grass. Will he have enough room? Swing it around inside turn 2. What a move by BROWNEST Buns. And that is a championship move, and there might be a move that helps him in the championship for sure. Extra points given to the Ferrari at the end. And with no DRS for the Aston Martin, that's going to allow C6 to get down the inside, going towards turn 4. Could he have a go? But the Ferrari, not quite. But he does get past the Aston Martin. Here comes Deltic going around the outside of turn 13. And he does absolutely do it with raw pace. The DRS is open. That will conclude that move. Is there a chance that the Haas can get involved? Here comes Nick Furyman. Looking around the inside of turn 1. Late on the brakes he goes. And he's done it very cleanly. And oh, and Zimonex and Walker's trying to get involved. I think that was more Walker's fault than anything else. I think Walker's gone for a late dive at turn 1 and has hit Zimonex when he's already turning, I think. But I think the stewards will be the deciding point of that. Walker sent spinning down the order. Zimonex carries on. Nick Furyman's out of DRS. So Deltic's done well there. He's continued burning after getting past Zimonex, and it's allowed him to get back into the DRS of C6 and BROWNEST. And he's also pushed Zimonex out of it. There is BROWNEST trying to get down the inside of turn 8. Not quite worked. Trying to swing it around the outside. That's not worked either. Here comes Deltic to help out his teammate. Trying to get around the outside of turn 10. Has he got the room to do it? He's going to get the better run. I think he will with those medium tyres. It's gone all wrong for BROWNEST. And he's been done by the Williams. Going towards turn 12. He's going to be later on the brakes. Ferrari versus Williams. I think it might be Williams, but he's been pushed onto the curb. That is really close racing. But nicely done by BROWNEST, who stays ahead there. He will be in 16th after a pit stop. He won't be too far behind. There's Blake getting past one of the Alpines. Is he going to go for one of the V-Carbs? He's going to try and break the V-Carb ball. Trying to get down the inside, but a bit of contact. I think he's going to just about hold on to P3. He tried to find his way through. Couldn't quite do it. I think it was all good racing. Panda on hot lap mode. He's saving his battery. He's going to play it smart. It's going to be V-Carb and V-Carb. Will they fight each other for the win? I can't imagine it. They want to secure their 1-2 in the sprint. And what a great start it will be. Here comes Fanta to try and snip into the way of one of them. Down the inside he goes with turn 1. He's going to try and get Zorawar in the start of the lap, and he absolutely will. There's a chance he could win this. Will he use the DRS here? Will he save? And I think he can use the DRS here. He's on the battery already. Here comes Zorawar. He's going to try and challenge behind. This needs to be a move to save his teammate. Here comes Fanta looking around the outside. He's going to get a move on turn 4. And he's been pushed a little bit wide. Bit of contact there between them and the V-Carb. And I think Zorawar's just about held it in a straight line. Here we go. And the throttle is down for the final run. The final straight. We're going to go on board of Panda. Is he close enough? He's right in the slipstream. But the line is coming up quick. And I don't think he's going to quite get it. I think it will be Lasserdon. It will be Lasserdon who takes the win in the sprint. Panda finishes second. Zorawar makes it a V-Carb 1-3. Fister finishes 4th. Then the two McLarens. BROWNEST should break in to Blake's penalty, and he absolutely does. C6 behind. Deltic will finish in 9th with Fanta in 10th. So lights ahead of the drivers here for the feature race in Brazil. Lasserdon, then Panda beside him. The lights are out. We are racing in Brazil. A good start by our championship leader. Will he have a run? Going towards turn 1 at Lasserdon. He won't. as he heads towards going to stay V-Carb and then that's Alpine all a little bit wider in the background by someone. There's Zorro who holds on to P3, and there's a McLaren. I think who's got a harder half spin in the background. Fister then throwing Globe, then Brown is up to P6. That is huge for this Drivers' Championship. Blake is the one that's knocked down closer to the back. There's an Aston Martin looking for a move on the inside of Walker. Walker's up to 9th, the highest we've seen him since last season. And Nick Fury, man, getting past Deltic in the back. Williams are knocked down to 16 and 17. And that is catastrophic for their contention in the Constructors' Championship. Restore Panda and Brownest Buns currently separated by only a few positions. And all down the order goes Blake. And he's in the grass. Was there contact potentially? Him and Dutch Booster, I think, has dropped down as well. Oh no, it wasn't Dutch Booster. It was Bovk, I think. And Blake is demoted down to the back. Took up to the front. And Brown is looking particularly aggressive. But as I say, that throwing globe gets around the outside of turn 12. And I think he's made a mistake because Fanta's got to run as one on him as well. Here comes Fanta. Bit of contact. Oh, and Brown is round. And that might be the end of the Drivers' Championship with a collision with the teammate of his contender in the Drivers' Championship. Brownest has found the wall. Is there some deeper meaning to that move? Because that was a massive crash, and Brownest has got no wing. The teammate of the contender has collided with the contender himself, and Brownest is down to 11th. Panda will win the Drivers' Championship if they stay where they are right now. Safety car out. Presumably both V-Cubs coming in, and they absolutely do. We've got... Oh, Panda stays out. Fair enough. He believes there's going to be another safety car. Both Alpines opted to stay out, so Fanta looking to defend for Panda. They're looking to hold on to track position. Interesting call. Everyone else opting for the hard tyres. And he's going to wait until... And he's going to go late. All the drivers slowly going. And away he goes. Green flags are waving. We are racing once again in Brazil. And Panda leads us away. Zorowar trying to look for an attack on the outside of the Alpine, but he can't quite do it yet. And down the order goes someone. I think that's Seasick Dread, who's dropped down the order at the back. Let's go watch. Smoke all around the place as there's Walker cutting through the order. Around the outside, I believe that's Ozzers switching to the inside of Brownest. He's going to swing it around the outside of turn 3. Brownest is up 1 already. And I think he might have been boxed in there by the Haas. Is he going to try and find a way around the outside? He can't. Ozzers is still going to contend. And Brownest can't improve on this opening lap. As it stands, there's a bit of contact in the back. And that is Seasick into the wall. And I don't think that was Brownest's fault at all. That was just an unfortunate contact. But Williams is looking all bad for them in their bout in the Constructors' Championship. Here comes Walker down the inside of Delsic, battling for this P10. Deltic has the inside. Walker swings it around the outside. Great move there by the former champion. Here comes Fanta switching to the inside. He's dropped down to 9th. So something's got to happen with Fanta. Collided with somebody. And he's dropped down to 9th and hasn't pit. So it's all gone terribly wrong. Here comes Walker down the inside of the Alpine. Not leaving too much room there. As down the order goes Nick Furyman as well, who's made contact with somebody. And he's stuck on the hill. Panda's got a good gap. Here comes Zorowar getting past Throwing Globe. And he's actually not. He's actually going to back out of it. In the background there, that's Ozzers. And there, here comes Brownest down the inside of Deltic, the former championship leader. He's going to switch around the outside of turn 2, and he gets the move done. Deltic's not had a good run. It might allow Dondov to get a run, or he is missing half his wing. It's Fanta getting past Bovk to try and reimburse the positions he lost earlier. There is Walker, who's trying to get down the inside of Bovk as well, who presumably didn't have DRS. He does get it done. And Walker is cutting up the order as well. In the pits of C6, there's Brownest getting down the inside of Ozzers at turn 10. Ozzers going to hold on down the inside. The Merc versus the Ferrari going towards turn 12. Ozzers defends it. And we're watching the Ferrari is trying to cut their way back up the order. Up ahead is Fister close enough to throw and globe. The leader of the drivers who have pit. Here comes Fister down the inside. Will Lassenden try and get involved as well? He will make it 3 abreast. Here comes Lassenden down the inside of the McLaren as well. Big late on the brakes. And he does get it done. Oh, and throw globe connects with Yas in mind, but he sees where he is. Ozzers with the DRS trying to get past Bovk. Here he comes, going towards turn 1. Defensive shapes thrown by the Sauber. It might not be enough though. Down the inside goes the Merc. Ozzers is up to 9th. Great move. And I think Brownest is having a little look as well. Oh, not a great exit there by Brownest. That might allow Deltic to get a run on the exit at turn 3. Will the Williams get stuck in? And he absolutely will. Down the inside of the Ferrari. Knocks Brownest down in position. Can Brownest hang it around the outside of turn 4? And he can't. Great move by Deltic. He may not be all over for Brownest, but he needs to cutting through the order now. Deltic over the curbs he goes. Brownest needs to find his way through. He's looking for 1 and 2 and... Oh my goodness, he's trying to make it 3 abreast. He does get down the inside above K. The Aston Martin's running really close together. And always contact. And now someone next to the back of Lassenden. He's going to have to reconnect unsafely. Oh, he has just about done it safely. Bit of a tap with Zorobor there. And I think Will Throw and Globe have a run on him. Comes throwing Blink to the inside. Turn the overtake battery on just a little too late. And he's not going to get a run. As into the pits finally goes Panda. Is he going to opt for the hards? I imagine he will. As his teammates come in as well as Fanta. And onto the softs he goes. So hoping for a safety car, I imagine. Panda is going to come out down in 10th position. Both V-Carbs have run away with it. And it's looking like a 1-2 again. As it was in quali. Looking like it's going to be for the race. As Throwing Glove trying to get down the inside. A bit of contact there between the Aston Martin. Not too much room left. And Jimenez holds on with a bit of wheel banging. Throw's going to hold on to the wheel-to-wheel. Up the hill they go. Towards turn 6. And I don't know if he's got down the inside. He might have tried to. Down the inside, going towards turn 8, and he does get the move done. Jimenez still trying to hold it around the outside. I don't think he can do it. Still wheel to wheel, and he's not going to be quite there. Fister's in his wing mirrors. Is there will be a dive for Jimenez? No, he backs out. As Restore Panda looking for the move now on Ozzers. DRS open for the Alpine. He's going to pull to the inside. Ozzers goes defensive, but I think Panda's going to get it done before the corner. He's not. He does get it midway through the corner. Goes a little bit off track there as well. Will that allow Ozzers to get a counter-attack? I don't think he's got enough grip. And Panda gets through. Globe is back within the DRS of Fister. Nearly. It's very close. So there's a mistake there from Fister. He's not got the grip to be doing this. Walker's going to try and get around the outside of the Aston Martin. It's going to be very close. Not left too much room. But Walker's going to back it. That's a champion move there. Fighting his way through. Walker's up to P6. As Lassenden and Zorobor, who got a 1-2 in quali, looked like they were going to get a 1-2 in the sprint. But Panda managed to push his car in between the two. But now in the race, even after having to double stack on the safety car, they have found a way to regain that position. It's been an absolute domination from Lassenden, who will come round turn 12 for the final time here in Brazil, and he will win the Brazilian Grand Prix. Zorobor not too far behind. V-Carb always best of the rest, but today they have just been the best. It's going to be a 1-2 for V-Carb as they win the Brazilian Grand Prix and cross the line together. It's going to be Brownest Buns who potentially lights a small flame in his shot at a Drivers' Championship. He finishes 3rd with Fister 4th. Walker is going to beat his old rival, his old sparring partner for 5th. It's going to be Jimenez, then Panda, and Ozzers is beaten to the line. Only 2 tenths separating the three of them. I believe, looking at penalties, will it be Bovke? It will be Bovke. And at the end of that, Sauber will finish with a top 10 finish. We don't see that too often. As a team that had such a great history in XRS, they will finish in 10th today with Bovke. Fanta down 11th with a poor strategy, and and Haas will score 12 and 13. Massive upset for Williams, who in their bout for first trophy ever in their history, Division 5 Constructors, it may all be over. Well, at least it's certainly been put on the back foot, as with a double DNF and thrown in P7, they've lost ground to McLaren.